Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I am doing a bonus reading for Virgo because you last week had the highest watches on your reading. So here we go, bonus Virgo reading. What are the most important messages? Boy, there's feels like there's a lot you are wanting to hear. So let's get to this. What are the most important messages for Virgo? All right, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I just want to acknowledge, Virgo, that you've got a very strong channel, very strong connection with the divine, your higher self. You feel very intuitive right now, very aligned. Yay, you. All right. In the past, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. This is feeling very stuck and a lack of communication. You know, I'm getting that your channel, your connectedness with your higher self was strengthened due to your past being in a very stuck space. I'm almost getting like cloistered on purpose, and a lack of communication. It feels like the people around you didn't communicate with you during the time that I'm looking into, and this created you going within, you connecting with your higher self, with guides. Wow. Yeah, this was a dark night of the soul period that I'm tuning into. The communication. And also, I feel like your inability to really communicate about what's going on. There's something about an inability to really communicate about this hopelessness. Feels hard to explain, and it feels like there's no one listening, or who would you tell it to? It feels like this was on purpose, as a part of your soul's plan. This lack of passion, lack of inspiration, a lack of desire. It feels like discontent with the world, with your world, not liking what you see. It's a real something's not right. And you couldn't. I'm having difficulty communicating what this is as well. I don't know if it's because it's a general reading, or it's a general kind of feeling like something's up. I don't know how to communicate this either. It looks like there was a split in a connection. Feels like it was hard to make this choice. Maybe the choice was kind of made for you, or you were pressured into a decision around a partnership where there was a lack of passion, a lack of desire. For some of you, like, I'm getting impotence. There's just not yeah, I'm seeing like a timeline disappearing. It's hard to communicate about this past experience. Let's see if this comes out more about this as we move on in the reading. All right, Virgo. In present energy, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy, balancing, patience. This feels Archangel. I'm getting a lot of Archangel energy, energetic shit. Oh, wow. Okay. Archangel Michael, Metatron. He's got the cube, very Saturn type of energy. Raphael. Beautiful. And your own personal guides, your personal angels around you, wanting you to know. I'm seeing an image of their wings wrapping around you. You are protected during this balancing out, during this balancing, rebalancing. There's a lot of fear coming up because this is a very unique rebalancing, though you have experienced lifetimes where you've had these type of rebalancing experiences and they resulted in destruction, almost complete annihilation. And so there are some fears coming up from past lives. I recognize this raising of vibration, and I'm getting that this time is different. This time you get to stay on the ride. You get to ride the from the destruction to the new creation. You don't have to leave the planet and come back. It's like you get to witness the evolution this time. It looks like a lot of people have asked for this, a lot of beings. Something, quite possibly a relationship is coming apart right now. Something that whatever lacks joy, whatever lacks, there's something about joy in the foundation. So you're clearing away, or you're just watching as what is not for you leaves. It's a very spiritual message, very high vibrational messages from your guides. You are protected during this, you are protected during this shift. Some of you are feeling very insecure and like holding on to what you're used to in the 3D, but it's crumbling because there's a need to trust what is leaving your energy. This is not happening to you. This is happening for you. Looks like you're also personally, like, dealing with some heartbreak. There's a message here about releasing burdens, releasing what no longer serves you. So I feel like I'm kind of getting, so in your world, there are energies being cleared. It's interesting. I'm tuning into your core energy frequency. Maybe you've been doing that, focusing on your energetic body, and whatever is not for your energetic frequency, it's leaving. Really, it's not even actively, it's just can't go with you. You're moving forward in time, and it's leaving you. That's the best. So your only job is just to let go. Let what no longer is a match for you go. That's it. So it's a real spiritual work that you're doing right now. Wow. All right. What's hidden right now, Virgo, is the Magician in reverse. This is someone manifesting from fear, pain, anger, resentment. That I feel like a lot of people are feeling this dismantling, feeling these energies coming up to be released, and it's causing a lot of fear and a realization of a lack of control of environment, and they're trying to fight that. They're not letting go. They're instead of finding their own core energy frequency, they're matching the energy of the dismantling of fear itself. And so it looks like they're some pretty shady behavior, sneaking around. I feel like they don't want to get caught. Wow. It's hard to leave. It's hard to leave what they're attached to. They can't attach. There are people just having. I feel like they're afraid they're going to be seen, exposed. Ooh, afraid they're going to be exposed. The holding on too long to what's no longer for them, what's not for their soul. And again, the Temperance card. So balancing out. We are in Sagittarius season right now, or moving into, I think we're in Sag, yeah. There's a great leveling out that's happening. It looks like you are very grounded, very fertile. Feels like you're watching. You're in a very allowing state. There's a part of you that is understanding. I feel like you, Virgo, are really tuning into the new energy and allowing. You're not in resistance so much with what's happening versus a lot of people who are manifesting from fear and pain. So you're moving to calmer waters. Feels like you're going with the flow. There are people around you. It feels like they've got a lot to say about how you are perceiving what's going on in the world around you. That's funny. I don't know why I find this funny, but it feels like there are people around you gossiping, and they perceive that you've got a pie in the sky type of maybe they're perceiving you as a little delusional, like you're looking forward to something, and they're like, but don't you notice the world crumbling around you? And you're like, oh no, I'm feeling that, I'm noticing that, but I'm also tuning into, I feel like that's happening for us, not to us. And so I'm excited about what happens next. And what's interesting is you feel so grounded and so logical the way you are embodying this kind of period of shifting. And I think the people around you think you're faking it, but as I'm tuning in, you're embodying this. You know, sure, there are difficult times, and you are having to let go of things, and you're learning, but it feels like you're going with the flow of things, or you're working to go with the flow of things, compared to those who are in resistance and in opposition, that don't want change. I'm just laughing because it's kind of like the change is already here. The tsunami of change is here. And so saying, well, I don't want to change. It's a little too late, Susan. The change is already happening. It's like, okay, also why I'm laughing is because it feels like people are projecting a little of like you're delusional, whereas they're the ones who are, if they're projecting their own delusional kind of qualities. I'm laughing because it is kind of ironic. Do I feel like we should laugh at people who are confused? No, but Spirit is saying, just let them be. You can't, if they don't see it, they don't see it. If they don't feel it, they don't feel it. All right, Virgo, your possible outcome is the Page of Cups. I just heard pie in the sky. It looks like in the past you gave a lot of attention and focus, gave a lot of your energy to a connection, and it didn't pan out. You didn't get your return. It looks like you might have been a little naive about relationships, and there's something about all the time and effort that you put into something and it didn't work. But now you've got this new way. It's like you are working on your heart, on opening your heart, filling your energy first. I feel like the one lesson that you've really learned is that you can't give from an empty cup, and that you have to fill and feel whole and have excess. That's when you give to others. Excuse me. There's something really beautiful about this self-love that's coming in. There's a lot of wisdom. It's not as naive as this loving way you used to be, pie in the sky. It's really grounded in wisdom and peace. This feels very different than, yeah. Oh, wow. You're stepping into a very success. It's like knowing your worth, knowing your value, loving yourself, letting go of what and who no longer serves you. You're stepping into a real satisfaction. Why satisfaction? It's success, but you're so satisfied. I feel like you perceive yourself not through egoic ways, but you truly do love yourself, taking care of yourself, taking care of body, mind, and spirit. And so the success it feels like, oh, well, that makes sense. It's not like, oh, thank God, success. It's like, oh, this makes sense. Because I feel successful, even if nobody else perceives this within me. I feel I feel, it feels like I can do anything. I can do anything as long as I am in this aligned space and in this Ace of Cups heart space, loving space. It's so co-creating with the universe, co-creating with the fabric of the universe. And it also looks like that really helps because there's some connection that's like a breakup. It's an end of a nightmare scenario. It feels like with someone else. It feels like you're choosing you. It feels like that's really, you might have been chasing someone. Choose me, love me. You might have been a chaser in a relationship, and now you're like, I'm choosing me. I'm leaving everyone out of the equation, and that's making a huge difference in how you're running your energy and the effect. So wow, what a reading. Thank you, Virgo. Hope that was helpful. Take care. If you like this video, if you'd hit that like button for me, any comments, shares, and subscribing are just so appreciated. Thank you. Bye.